I'm going to mix these colorants from why can I not say this? I don't know why I want to make a D here. Solar Dollar Cust. I mean, what the hell, Cindy? Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl here. New day, new tumbler project. This is actually one I have done before, but it's been a long time. I have an order for it, so I figured I'd bring you along while I make it. I've changed a tiny bit about it since the first time. I'll link to the original video up here in the corner and down in the description area if you want to go watch it. But basically, we are going to do a solar activated tumbler, and we're going to do that by starting with our tumbler. I've sanded it, washed it, spray painted it matte white. This is one of the twist cups that doesn't exist anymore. I have a few left, but they don't sell them anymore. As far as I know, the manufacturer doesn't make them anymore. So that's unfortunate, but the original design was on this style of cup, and since I still have a few left, I'm going to recreate that. I am going to mix up about 30 milliliters of resin, which is probably too much. I don't plan on using it all. I'm going to siphon off about 5 milliliters into each of 4 cups. Into those 4 little cups, I'm going to mix these colorants from solarcolordust.com. This is one of their colorants that changes color in the sunlight. This goes from white to violet. And then I'm using the drop version, the liquid version of virtually the same thing, but this one changes to magenta, this one changes to yellow, and this one changes to blue. So we're going to have 4 different colors that will look white to begin with, but when we take them out in the sunshine at the end, they will turn bright colors. The tweak I'm doing this time is because I've done such a bad spray painting job on here, I figured I would add just a little bit of Super Sparkle White Diamonds mica powder into my base, a little bit of sparkle. Just going to put a very little bit of that over the whole thing, just so there's resin on the entire cup, and then I'll start dropping on the colors and you'll see what happens. So sit back, enjoy the show. Hey, we're back. Okay, so this has set up. It has mostly unnoticeable, but very colorful in the sun. Mica's all over it now. I cheated a little in terms of this video. I took this outside in the sun so that I could pick where I wanted the graphic to go. And I put a piece of tape there so that I could tell once everything died back down here in the darkness of my studio. So here's my graphic. Rather than doing a water slide and vinyl, I made the whole thing the water slide. As I recall, last time I did this, I had to fuss with it a lot because of the twist part and the taper and everything. I may see if this makes it a little easier this time by separating them carefully. Put that in there. I printed this using my Canon inkjet printer, and this is my favorite brand of water slide paper, which is Hippo, or Hippo, Hiippoo. After I print it and let the ink dry, I take it outside and I spray one layer of Plastidip glossifier spray onto it to seal the inkjet inks onto the water slide paper. And then I follow that with two layers of Rust-Oleum gloss clear spray. Let all of that dry and we are ready to go. This takes about a minute, a little less than a minute sometimes, to release from the backing paper. And I did not reverse it. Last time I reversed it so that I could take the whole thing, do this, and pull the backing off, but then I still had so much fussing to do, or futzing, you know me, futz, once I got the water slide on. So this time I'm just gonna put it on right side up, and it'll be a little easier for me to move it around, which I'm guessing I'll need to do. I have my paper towels here. I have my silicone makeup applicator, which is a squeegee in this situation. Okay, when these are ready, get the cup wet, so that makes it easier to move the water slide around once it's on there. Like that. So you can move it around. I forget how it goes. I mean, I don't suppose at this point it really matters, but okay. Whoops. I'll put that down there like that. When you have it placed the way you want, hang on to it, because if you start to squeegee it right now, it might move on you again because it's still got water underneath it. So I put my thumb there, get the squeegee wet, and then once you do a couple brushes with the squeegee, it is going to stay put after that. You can take your thumb away and you are going to squeegee out any water, wrinkles, bubbles, all that might be underneath. And then I want to do this again down here so this doesn't move. So I hold it in place and do a little squeegeeing, and now it's fine. Well, I have to say that was so much easier this time than it was last time. So yeah, definitely separating the text from the graphic made a huge difference in terms of how much futzing I have to do. Do a little patting dry here. All right, so now I put this aside. I tend to let mine dry overnight because I want to make absolutely sure it's dry. Plus that helps it adhere really well to the tumbler so it won't come up when I put epoxy resin on it. If you feel the need to make sure it doesn't come up, you can always seal this after it's dried with some more clear spray. A layer of clear spray that should seal it on. I'll bring you back when it's completely dry. We'll put some epoxy resin over the whole thing, go out in the sunshine and watch it bloom. Okay, we're back. This is ready to go. We're gonna put some resin on it. I am going to use KS Liquid Stone Ultra UV. It is actually what I used for the bottom layer. I don't think I mentioned that. I'm gonna mix up 30 milliliters. Into that resin, I'm going to mix just a tiniest bit of 504. This has a lot of sparkle on it already, but we're gonna put a little more on top. And I have a big announcement to make before I get into that. This coming Tuesday, the day after tomorrow, if you're watching this when it first airs, so that would be Tuesday, the 25th of April, 2023, Anthony Crammon will be making his very first resin tumbler over on his channel. I will be there watching. I will be here, but I will be watching over there on his channel, 2 p.m. US Eastern Time or 7 p.m. British Time. That should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna suit up, put the resin on, sit back, enjoy the show, and then it'll be time to see this puppy out in the sunshine.